King of the Mountain.
Home to the mountain. And soon, my friend, you'll see them again. The ones you left behind. The ones you left behind. And I'll sing for you all the way home.
Tonight starting off in a solemn mood as the drivers pay respect at the site of that horrific accident. McClyde wasn't just another race car driver. He drove a van.
But why does it feel like home isn't home? I've been in this war too long. It's in the air that I breathe, oh, it's in the trees. It shivers down my spine. It shivers down my spine. I just sing my song as I walk through the gate.
Race in peace, McClyde. Race in peace.
Also, if you want to hold the memory of McClyde close to your heart, literally, we have shirts available.
Looks like the weather has cleared up for racing tonight. Maybe a sign for McClyde looking down on the track tonight.
You know what? Let's do this for McClyde.
Yeah, I like that.
For McClyde.
Midnight Terror number 2 versus La Verte.
We've got Nero 62, no stranger to King of the Mountain, driving in the Midnight Terror number 2. It's a 69 Chevelle tuned edition weighing 99 grams. He's going up against El Nervo in La Verte, driving for the French team. It's a Morris Mini weighing 97 grams.
Both of them are very similar in weight, but once again, weight is not everything. Look at Nero 62 already with a big lead going around that first turn.
Nero 62, definitely one of the veteran race car drivers in this tournament. He was the 2019 champion in the stock tournament series.
And there he goes flying past the finish line. Nero 62 showing you how to get it done on the track.
That's a solid time right there, 16.740 seconds. And El Nervo has fallen off of the track. Not a good start for the French team.
Yeah, that car was flown in all the way from France to race in this competition. So a big bonjour to all of our fans out there in France.
Yeah, we've got a lot of international participation this year. Cars sent in from Canada, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, France.
Each and every one of them sending their cars in to watch it lose to Terry Hill.
I don't know about that.
Come on, man. Terry Hill is back.
He is a strong competitor, but there are some other fast drivers out there.
That's true. Look at Nero 62.
Uh-oh, he's going sideways.
Watch out.
And boom goes the dynamite. El Nervo slamming his way past the finish line.
What a finish.
I'm not quite sure who won that.
That was really close. We're going to have to go to the replay. That race was all Nero 62 up to this last point. He hit the side wall, then spun out.
Then here comes El Nervo.
Wow, that's close.
I think it might have gone to El Nervo.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell. Let's take another look from a different angle. Here comes Nero 62.
I don't know.
Wow, that didn't help very much. We're waiting for the official decision.
I think it was El Nervo.
And they're going to give it to El Nervo.
You know, we really need a better slow motion finish line camera right there.
Yeah, that's true. These races have been so one-sided. We really haven't needed it up to this point.
Both drivers have one win each. Nero 62 with the faster track time, so he will get the inside lane advantage on the third and final race.
I think Nero 62 has this one in the bag if he can keep that Chevelle under control.
If El Nervo takes it, it's going to be a major upset. I know the French are on the edge of their seat right now.
Nero 62 ahead by about 2-3 car lengths. That gap's getting bigger.
A lot of people didn't think that tuned edition of the Chevelle would do good on the track, but Nero 62 clearly knows what he's doing.
Here he comes down the final stretch, and Nero 62 will be advancing on to the second round of the first King of the Mountain tournament.
Nero gets another sub 17 second time.
Now.
Whoa.
Do they drive backwards in France?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's right. I think that's in Australia.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Let's move on to our next group of drivers.
Shelby's Peace and Love versus Battle Cat. Meow.
What was that?
I just thought I'd add a little extra flair.
Yeah, let's not do that. Shelby Mays driving in Shelby's Peace and Love. It's a Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe weighing 66.9 grams.
Thunder is driving in the Battle Cat. It's a Hot Wheels Rally Cat weighing 88.5 grams.
Shelby Mays, one of the faster qualifiers going into this tournament, and yet the car only weighs 66 grams. I mean, look at it right now.
We always have people saying, weight always wins, but whoa.
Shelby Mays upside down on a roof as Thunder passes.
Wow.
And it looks like Thunder's gonna bring it in for an easy win with a track time of 18.248 seconds.
A tough break for Shelby Mays. She was off to a strong start, but lost it coming out of that second turn. Shelby Mays is driving for Mike Mays Customs. Let's take another look at what happened.
It was looking really good right here for Shelby Mays. A big lead over the Battle Cat. And right here, front left tire clips that side wall and just flips that car over.
Some great driving by Thunder, avoiding another potential disaster right there. A big shout out goes to Speedy Ease Towing for getting these cars back on the track.
Here we go at the start of the second race. Thunder in the Battle Cat has one win, one more, and he'll be advancing on to the second round.
Shelby Mays once again out in the lead.
Keep in mind there's a 21-gram difference between these two cars. Shelby has the lighter car.
Let's see if she can make it through this section of track. Looking good so far.
Shelby Mays rounds the final corner and heads straight to the finish line.
That was a big win over the Battle Cat. That's going to put her right back in the game.
Hey,
whoa.
That's not right.
Thunder clearly not happy about losing that race, but this is not a demolition derby.
Well, his car looks like it's made for one.
Hey, save it for the track, Thunder.
Shelby Mays has a faster track time, so she will get the inside lane advantage on the third and final race. Here we go.
Shelby Mays once again out in the lead on the inside lane. Thunder not far behind.
It's a pretty close race right here. Shelby is stretching her lead going into that second corner.
That car's got some serious speed.
If she can make it clean through this last corner, it's all hers. Uh-oh.
A side tap on the wall, but Shelby recovers, and she will be our first female driver advancing on to the second round of King of the Mountain. And there goes the Shelby Mays song.
If you're tired of always finishing the race in last, call Shelby Mays. Shelby Mays, hey.
That's another classic right there.
Definitely.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, Bunta Fujiwara takes the track. Tune it up. We can't get enough. Need for speed. Get ready, go for green. 3D bot maker got tired and broke. Modify racing from coast to coast. Pull up to the lot, and you already know this is fat trick racing. This ain't no joke. Stretch it out, swap the wheels. Welcome back. You're watching round one of the first King of the Mountain tournament.
Here we go with our next group of drivers.
Blue Flu versus Miss Red.
The man, the myth, the legend, Bunta Fujiwara is driving in Blue Flu. It's a 98 Subaru Impreza, and for some reason he's driving for Team Puerto Rico Racing.
Is Bunta Puerto Rican?
Does Bunta Fujiwara sound Puerto Rican?
That's true. I guess it sounds more French than anything else.
Radio Flyer is driving in Miss Red. It's a Chevy SSR. Blue Flu is 90 grams. The SSR is 94 grams.
It's a very close race. Radio Flyer with a slight lead coming out of that corner.
Bunta Fujiwara trailing. That's not something we're used to seeing.
And Radio Flyer will pick up his first win, getting a track time of 17.136 seconds.
Not a great start for Bunta. The reputation of the Fujiwara Tofu shop is on the line here. It would be really devastating to his legacy to lose in the first round of King of the Mountain.
I see Takume up there at the start with his 86, cheering on his old man from the sideline.
Radio Flyer has the inside lane advantage on this second race.
Both cars side by side. Bunta Fujiwara taking the lead going into the first corner.
A very close race. Bunta holds onto his lead coming out of that corner. He's got a decent sized gap now between him and Radio Flyer. If he can make it around this corner clean, he's got this.
There he goes.
And Bunta Fujiwara takes the win on the second race.
Bunta gets a track time of 17.598 seconds. That means Radio Flyer will have the inside lane advantage on the third and final race.
Man, this is intense. I need some tofu.
I think we have to wait for Bunta to come back to the shop.
Both of these cars are pretty evenly matched. As usual, it's going to come down to control, but I do believe that Bunta's Impreza has a slight speed advantage.
Well, if experience is important, I can't think of anyone more qualified than Bunta Fujiwara.
Yeah, he is definitely a legend in mountain racing.
Bunta once again with the lead going into the first corner.
Radio Flyer not far behind. This is a close race as they go into the second corner.
Hold on to it.
Bunta having some problems there.
Here he goes around the final corner.
I can smell the Tofu approaching as Bunta Fujiwara takes the win and advances on to round 2 of King of the Mountain.
You know, I don't usually like to pick favorites in these races, but the man gives us free tofu.
I mean, you can't fault somebody for cheering on
Steve,
a driver
tell Bunta we need some more.
who also makes amazing tofu. Let's move on to the last group of drivers for round 1.
The Black Knight versus Tartan Titan.
Andreas Jr. is driving in the Black Knight. It is an 81 Thunderburner. I know that sounds like Thunderbird, but it is not. It's a Thunderburner. It's Hot Wheels' way of getting around the licensing issue back in the day. So for everyone in the comments who wants to say that's not a 1981 Thunderbird, correct, because it's not a licensed Ford vehicle.
KotM, on the other hand, is driving in a Ford. It's a 1970 Escort RS 1600.
There's also a big weight difference between these two cars. The Black Knight, 114 grams.
Oh! Well, you know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Andreas Jr. rolling off the track as KotM picks up his first win with a track time of 18.330 seconds.
Luckily, that was just a small hill. I'm just not ready for another memorial service.
The Tartan Titan weighing 40 grams less, but look at how close that race was.
Tonight's instant replay, once again, brought to you by Dave Akers Customs. Check him out on Instagram.
That amazing garage you see in the background was all made by Dave Akers Customs.
Remember, if it wasn't made by Dave, it was made by someone else.
Who wrote this script? Captain Obvious?
The drivers are back at the start for race 2.
If KotM can win this one, he'll be advancing on to round 2.
Andreas Jr. out there putting the pedal to the metal for Redline Salvage Inc.
He's got a decent lead coming out of that first corner. Here they go into the second one.
He's got some wobble.
KotM falling way behind as Andreas Jr. approaches the last corner.
This is where he lost it last time.
And Andreas Jr. takes the win. But that car definitely has some alignment problems.
Yeah, something is off there. His car is definitely pulling to the right.
Andreas Jr. picks up a faster track time with that 17.768 time. That means he'll get the inside lane advantage on the third and final race.
This is going to be interesting. The Black Knight certainly has the speed, but that alignment issue could mess it all up for him.
Both the Redline Salvage Inc. team and Gen X Racing must be nervous right about now.
Andreas Jr. taking advantage of that inside lane, off to an early lead.
KotM falling way behind. If Andreas Jr. can control that car through these last 2 corners, it's going to be all over.
Here he goes to the last corner. Can he make it out clean?
There's a few side taps on the wall, and Andreas Jr. will be advancing on to round 2 of King of the Mountain, driving in the Black Knight.
That was some great driving by Andreas. The sign of a great driver is being able to adapt to any issues your car may throw at you.
Well, it looks like KotM was not able to adapt as he's flipped over on turn 2.
We certainly had some great racing action tonight. I believe every race went all 3 rounds.
Yes, and most importantly, everyone stayed safe.
Here's a look at the round 2 bracket for King of the Mountain.
On the left side, Terry Hill in the Dollar General will be taking on 213 Racing in the Bishi.
Nero 62 in the Midnight Terror number 2 will be taking on Shelby Mays in Shelby's Peace and Love.
Then on the right, we have Doc Brown in the Gigawatt taking on Rez Wheels in Stylin.
And finally, Bunta Fujiwara in the Blue Flu versus Andreas Jr. in the Black Knight.
So I tried your recommendation.
Oh yeah?
Dude, super smooth.
I know, right?
I didn't know that was even possible.
Seriously, man, it's a game changer.
Yeah, before my confidence level was like, oh, hey, I'm 3D bot maker. But now it's like, hey, girl, I'm 3D.
That's my man.
Check out my diecast collection.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute, what recommendation are we talking about here?